Hey everybody, this is Dougie080, and welcome to some news story of some sort. This particular news article caught my eye because it actually has a bit to do with that last update video that I did. Apparently, according to the Japanese Nintendo Twitter account, Nintendo is planning on making their own YouTube affiliate program, which is interesting, and I can both see this as being a good thing and a bad thing. Nintendo's making their own network. A lot of people are calling it the Nintendo Network. This brings about a lot of mixed feelings. Like, right out of the gate, I can see this as being a good thing for perhaps the channels that only are specifically Nintendo related. While the majority of my videos are Nintendo, and I could see the benefits of potentially being part of this Nintendo network, what does this mean for other games that they play? For example, if you're part of the Nintendo network, would you only be allowed to do Nintendo games? Like, what if you had an Xbox and you wanted to monetize Xbox games? Would you not be able to do that? Yeah, I know, the story is pretty new, and there's a lot of people saying things about it, but another thing that really worries me is that, what if Sony or Xbox or any other company decides to do something similar to this? A video I saw that they said that Ubisoft was wanting to make their own affiliates program. Like, what does that mean if you were to join the Ubisoft network? Would you only be allowed to monetize Ubisoft games? And if all of these other networks start popping up, what does that mean for some of the pre-existing networks like Machinima or the Cursed Network or any other small gaming network? Does that mean that these people are only going to be limited to doing like indie games? I don't really see this as being any different than being part of any other network. I've seen a lot of people, again, I'm referencing these other videos I've seen on the matter, people are referencing saying that Nintendo is going to be taking a cut of your profits that you make on the video, and they're exclaiming that Nintendo is a terrible company for doing this. But how does that necessarily differ from the current ways that networks are put together? The way it stands now, at least in all the networks I've heard of, is the network gets a portion of it. There's a certain split that's in there. The creator will get a certain percent, and then the network will get a certain percent. I'm guessing this is just to keep the network afloat, to pay for anything, and, you know, all this other stuff. But it doesn't seem fair to demonize Nintendo for doing something that all of these other companies have been doing since the get-go. Yeah, I don't think that the way Nintendo is going about doing this is the best way, because if they're saying that you have to be in the Nintendo network to get anything from doing these videos, then like, what is it that this Nintendo network is going to offer that a lot of these other networks aren't going to offer? A lot of these other networks give you the opportunity to branch off and create second channels. And these second channels, for example, my animation channel, is under my network also. Like, is Nintendo also going to give users the opportunity to do this? I certainly hope so. I wanted to do this video just to inform you guys, because I know some of you are also YouTube partners, and some of you are potentially looking forward to becoming a YouTube partner. Perhaps I'll do a follow-up on this video when we get a bit more information, but like, I think it's cool, but at the same time I can see how it could lead to a not so cool place. Like, how much control are these network people going to have over you? As it stands, the networks don't have too much control over you, but it differs between networks, and I can only speak from being with my network for so long. And they pretty much just say, go, don't break YouTube rules. That's the extent of the rules I have to follow. But, what are your guys' opinions on this whole thing? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? I'm still weighing all the options on my head, and I'm hoping it's going to be for the best. I really am. At the very least, this shows that Nintendo is at least listening to the fans, and I think you can see the results of them listening in a number of different areas within their department, and like those are entirely different topics. Maybe I'll do a video on those also. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys think, and maybe we could talk about it in the comments or something, I don't know. But yeah, this sounds cool, but it also sounds like it could be dangerous. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I have been Doggy080. See you next time. Goodbye.